All right, local swell trackers, Tuesday the 10th, and we're hindcasting back to last Thursday the 5th. This guy's spinning right here, very close to us, to within, well, nosed to within 1,000 miles of us. Had some severe gales within it and brought us up to 12 feet last weekend. She spun out, and we got another compact low that came in here. That's the one that reinforced us Sunday, Monday, and then it's kept spinning again, and we got a little extra reinforcement on Tuesday. All of this just helping the Billabong Pipe Masters score. And of course, this guy forming right here near the date line is going to be getting very close to the island with some captured fetch. And let me get to the current models. I just wanted to show you why we've been seeing what we've been seeing the last 5 days. Okay, so here we are. This is the outlook on Wednesday. Here's the storm I was just pointing to you. Starts spinning out especially on Thursday. There's a little bit of captured fetch. The thing does have a track into the Gulf, but not before sending off some 8 to 10, maybe even 12-foot waves. The models are forecasting buoy readings of 11 feet at 14 to 15 seconds. The storm was very close to the island. Set should be pretty consistent. It'll have a west tilt in the beginning and a northwest tilt as it drops out on Sunday. Continuing on with the animations, we go into a slight quiet period, but then check a look at this big fat storm forming out here. Now this is really long range, Tuesday the 17th, but if this thing comes true, we'll potentially see, well, at least a warning level west-northwest swell at the end of next week. And we'll let this thing actually shape up and see if the model fantasy comes true. Okay, now we're hindcasting for the South Pac, New Zealand, Australia, and the Tasman Sea. It's very zonal right here, but we did see a little something to the southeast of New Zealand. You can see a little bit of the arrows pointing our way here. This is as far back as the hindcasting goes from storm surf. This is December 3rd, but this is what brought us up our waves yesterday and today, peaking at 3 feet from this energy source right down here. Clicking in the animations, you can see we go zonal, and there's really not a whole lot after that except for a Tasman Sea swell that pops this last Thursday and Friday, December 5th and 6th, and that could again bring us up to some background 2-foot southwest swell this Friday or Saturday. Not bad for December. Getting into the current models, there you can see a lot of blues to the southeast of New Zealand. We're still seeing plenty of storms off to the southeast, bringing waves to Chile, but it's out of our swell window. Now we'll click in the animations further and show you that it's all in all going into a very, very small period for the South Shores with nothing much going on. Okay, now let's take a look at the jet stream. It seems all over the place now, and it currently is, but it will solidify. Down under, you can see the jet stream's really pretty much gone. We like to see these big purple blobs. They enhance and steer the storm. So here she comes. You see how it is elongating? This is called the Tokyo Express and increases the chances of above average west-northwest swell. And that is exactly what those models I was pointing to were showing us. That in the long haul, we're going to be cranking out from about mid-December all the way through Christmas. It sticks around for quite some time, it looks as though. Okay, right now we're in a moderate to locally fresh trade wind pattern. That's due to this high pressure here and the associated ridges. There's the low that's been bringing us in our waves. Here comes the new low to bring us in our big waves on Saturday. More high pressures intermixing with another big low, potentially off of Japan, all of which I have pointed out. Now, an east-southeasterly flow is expected Thursday through Saturday due to an approaching front and upper low, increasing rain and bringing the possible thunderstorms Sunday into early next week. But trade winds for a couple more days. So the weather might be iffy for the last day of the Pipeline Masters. Waves will have tons of size, and in the morning with southeasterly winds, it'll love it. But we just hope that the weather and the sea breeze pattern doesn't blow it for us. Jumping up to the upper regions of the water vapor loops, showing features about 20,000 feet up. We're all in all in a very stable atmosphere. That will change thanks to this low pressure here. Again, we are going into a Thursday, going into a hybrid trade convection weather pattern through Saturday. Now, the Big Island does block some of the southeast flow of the smaller islands like Oahu and Kauai, but we'll wait and see what these localized sea breezes do. All in all, though, winds light, big, clean, gaping barrels of pipeline for a finish. Long-range models are indicating a closed upper low pinching off and digging south over Hawaii next Monday, Tuesday. So some weather in store this weekend and early next week. Highs are going to be about 80, 82, lows about in the upper 60s, so it's going to get cold. And there's a cold pool forming next week due to that pinched off low, and we could see that really cold temperatures early next week. But for right now, we're not looking too bad. It is definitely paradise with fun, safe waves to be riding now, but that will be changing as the swell comes in Friday afternoon. These are the reflective loops showing very little rain. It's actually beautiful right now this Tuesday evening. Okay, there's your update. Catch you back here next week on your local swell tracker. Thanks for being here.